want to continue the story about Sylvester and evangelisation and conversion. This is Mission Live with Roger from the MSC Mission Office. I spoke recently of the time when the evangelisation cross arrived in Sylvester's village up at Yonggai, up in the Goilala Mountains, and how when the blood of the pig was put on the foot of the cross, he had an insight, a conversion. And in that instance, the word of God came to him and he was able to say, Jesus is our paramount chief. I have to go back a little bit, a long time before that cross, that story in the 1930s or 40s, I think. Father Dubuy, Jules Dubuy, put a cross up on Mount Albert Edward. And I think I've spoken about this before, and I've probably showed you some of these pictures before. This is the cross in pieces, being transported from New Island right up through the mountains on horseback, and then from there it had to still go a long way up onto Mount Albert Edward, and then it was constructed up there, and that was a famous occasion. So that's the cross with the figure on it, and that'd be Father Dubuy, I think, or one of the priests saying Mass and the blessing of that cross. Now at that time, a chief from Yonggai, where the mission was only beginning, was up there, and he killed a pig and he put the blood on the foot of the cross. Symbolic. As we know in a lot of cultures, blood is something that's very important. You know, blood is life, and to kill a pig is something significant in Papua New Guinea. No event of any significance happens without a pig being killed. And for this act, to put the blood on the foot of that cross was a significant event for those people. It was really recognising the person of Christ and the cross and all that stood for. So that was a long time before, and then I told you the story about how that the figure on that cross was stolen by some people from one of these small churches who thought it was idolatry. Then eventually the figure was found. Then eventually it was put back up on the cross. The figure was put back up on the cross. And again at that time, a chief who was, I think, the nephew of the original chief, the chief that put the blood on the cross in the first place, he repeated that act when the figure was put back on the cross. He repeated that act. And then when the evangelisation cross came through some years later, it passed through there from down at the district centre at Waitapi right up to the mountain, and there people gathered, had mass and a gathering and whatever there, and then this evangelisation cross was taken down to Yonggai, and at that time then the act was repeated again, that a pig was killed and the blood put on the foot of that cross, again symbolising the people's commitment to the cross, to the person of Jesus and what it meant. And these were moments of what we call enculturation, that the gospel, the person of Christ, took another step into the culture, into the life of the people, into the hearts of the people. And they confirmed their belief by this act of killing a pig and putting the blood on the cross. These are all steps in the mission, and we continue to try and bring the gospel, the life of the church, into the heart of the people, into the heart of the culture. Great times on mission. Thank you for being with us.